Okay, so I'm going to try to get used to looking and talking and seeing myself and talking at the same time. So I'm talking today about being healed and learning what it looks like, learning to look like what we affirm. And when I say that, I mean most times we make affirmations, right? We have these: I am healed, I am whole, I am woman, I am, fearless, and those things that we say. Most of us get up every day and we say it all the time, right? And we say things like, I am healed and whole. But how do we look like what we affirm? Okay, so when I'm looking at this and I say I am healed and I am whole, what does healed look like? So this is what I wrote down. I said for myself, I said, well, when I think about healed, I think about the ability to recognize and to admit that you have been hurt, disappointed, that you've made mistakes and you've been let down, but you've learned from them. You've learned from those things. You've learned a valuable lesson from that. And you're changing your thoughts and your actions. To me, that's what I'm healed looks like. I'm changing my actions. I'm changing how I think about it, my perspective, and I'm changing what I say. I'm changing my language. All of that's changing because I am healed and I am whole, right? So we always say, and we look at taking the time to get things right with other people, right? But what about taking the time to get things right with us? We sit and we're like, before this one leaves, and I take myself and I'm thinking about, I have a uncle who is, at this time not really doing real well. And him and his siblings, which is my mom and her brothers, their relationship's not that good. They're not talking to each other, just all kinds of things going on. And my biggest fear is that my uncle will pass without them getting it right with each other. You know what I mean? Without them being able to see each other and link up and say, listen, I love you. All that stuff that has happened in the past, it doesn't matter, doesn't mean anything. I love you and I forgive you. Please forgive me. You know what I mean? But I had to come to this conclusion, even with that, and say this: that even though they haven't done it with each other, it doesn't make sense to do it with each other if they haven't done it with themselves. Yeah, if they haven't done it with themselves. Because it'll just be a repeat pattern. It may be okay with these two, but what about those two? You know what I mean? But it would take for me getting myself together here, myself, taking the time with myself to get together and to hash out my feelings and what I'm going through, what hurt me, what caused me to have these triggers and these different emotions and feelings. And if I get that together first, then I can properly come to you and get it together with you. So, and I also was sitting here thinking like, we come to God, not really dealing with what our issues really are, but just coming to him like, oh God, you know how I feel. Yes, he does. He knows exactly how you feel. He's all knowing. But why not still have that conversation? Why not have that conversation and express, yes, Lord, you know how I feel, but let's talk about how it made me feel and why I feel like that. Because what we do is we mask it. You know how I feel, I'm not going to worry about it, I'm going to give it all to you. And no, we have not given it all to him because we still think about it. And then what we do, we suppress it. And then we find other ways to self-medicate, whether it be alcohol, whether it be drugs, whether it be sex, whether it be gossip, whether it be eating, whether it be retail therapy, whether it be just whatever the outlet would be. We take that route. And so today I was just sitting and just thinking and processing this and just You know, we need to get it together with us first. Let's start there. Let's start with us. Let's start an intentional thing. I've been working a lot, you know, getting these ideas and, you know, talking with God about some things and just saying, okay, God, help me to process this thing, because I'm dealing with organizational structure, but most time you hear that in business, but I'm dealing with it from a lifestyle. Because that's my thing. I believe in organization. Organization is my thing. I love to organize. I love things like that. But my thing is an organized mind brings an organized life. It's just what it is. An organized mind, everything else around you gotta fall in place. So I encourage you, I admonish you to just sit with yourself. Sit with yourself. I heard was in a conference last month, and one of the educators, clinical psychologist, whatever he may have been, Joshua Smith, he just said something that just really resonated with me, and it just stuck with me. And he says, sit with yourself. You know, that's something that we don't like to do. We don't like silence. We don't like to sit and think about things. We don't like to go there. But if you are truly going to heal and change some things in your life and change some things in your surroundings, you have to sit with yourself, and you have to process, and you have to really get to know you. Because we are always saying, God, what's my purpose? You know, and I say the same, and I'm not just saying this because this is me talking about me. You know, I'm like, God, what's my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? Like, I don't know. I'm 40, plus, and I don't know. I still don't know, but I've never taken the time to sit and get to know Lacan. So I just admonish you to stop, take the time to process and to learn to look like what you affirm. Talk to you later. Bye.